About 66 million years ago, Earth experienced a catastrophic event. A massive asteroid struck the planet, leading to the extinction of the dinosaurs and wiping out 75% of all life. It was a disaster of epic proportions, but that was ancient history. Now, what if that very same asteroid came crashing down today? This is Reveal Speaks, and here's what would unfold. First, let's take a look at the asteroid we are dealing with, known as the Chicxulub impactor. This giant rock was enormous, stretching as wide as 100 to 200 football fields, or 10 to 20 kilometers, and now it's locked on a collision course with Earth, headed straight for the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Thinking about outrunning it? Sorry, that's not an option. This thing is barreling toward us at 200 kilometers per hour. The moment it hits water, everything nearby is instantly obliterated. But that's only the beginning. The impact releases a thermal pulse so powerful it's equivalent to 10 billion nuclear bombs. A massive shockwave of air spreads outwards, demolishing everything within a 1500 kilometer, that is 932 miles radius. Trees are turned to ash. Animals are obliterated. An enormous earthquake, magnitude 10, rips through the land, sending shockwaves across the United States. Tsunamis would rise, engulfing coastal cities. Florida, Texas, Mexico City, now here in the region, would be safe. And while some life might survive, the aftermath would be brutal. Dust and sulfur would fill the atmosphere, blocking out the sun. The earth would enter a long, dark winter, lasting up to 15 years. It would be a cold, desolate world where only a handful of humans might make it. But those few survivors would face the daunting task of rebuilding civilization. Ironically, the very asteroid that would cause such devastation might also hold the key to our future. It's 2024, and we're no longer dinosaurs. We're humans capable of innovation. While the T-Rex may have been formidable, it didn't have scientists tracking the skies, but we do. In fact, NASA has teams working around the clock to detect any potential threats from space. So, if we spot an asteroid early enough, could we do something about it? It turns out, yes, we might be able to. Scientists have explored several strategies for deflecting an asteroid. One of these options is known as the kinetic impactor method. Basically, we could launch a spacecraft to slam into the asteroid and knock it off course. NASA actually tested this idea in 2022 by crashing a spacecraft into Dimorphos, a small asteroid moon. The force from the impact altered its speed, providing that this technique could work. But there's a catch. Chicxulub is huge. We would likely need multiple impactors to move it, and even then, the odds aren't great. Let's move on to another option. The gravity tractor. Imagine a spacecraft flying alongside the asteroid, slowly altering its course using the force of gravity. Sounds cool, right? But there's a problem. This method takes a long time and it only works on smaller asteroids, so no luck with Chicxulub-sized monsters. Next up is the ion beam shepherd. Picture a spacecraft equipped with an ion engine, spewing out supercharged particles to nudge the asteroid. Unfortunately, while it's effective against smaller objects, it probably wouldn't be enough for a giant like Chicxulub. And what about lasers? Could we vaporize the asteroid into oblivion? Not exactly, but with powerful enough lasers, we could potentially heat up the surface, creating jets of gas that might push the asteroid off course. Yet again, we need a lot of lasers and a lot of time. Finally, there's the most drastic measure: nuclear deflection. Yes, launching nukes into space, detonating a nuclear weapon near the asteroid might vaporize a large part of it, potentially saving Earth. But this option comes with its own risks, including the chance of debris raining down on us. Still, in a desperate situation, it might be worth the gamble. Of course, all these methods hinge on one thing: spotting the asteroids well in advance. If we miss it, we would have no choice but to evacuate. Governments in the US, Mexico, and Cuba would scramble to relocate people from the impact zone, likely affecting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives. But amidst the destruction, there might be a silver lining. Asteroids are packed with valuable minerals. The Chicxulub asteroid could contain enough gold to make every person on Earth a billionaire. Literally. Along with that, we would have access to cobalt, platinum, nickel, and other precious elements, which could be a game changer for Earth's economy and technology. Mining an asteroid could also help eliminate many of the ethical and environmental issues associated with traditional mining. So, while an asteroid impact would be catastrophic, it could also open the door to new possibilities and resources. But what would happen if the Chicxulub asteroid struck Earth today? Now, what if an asteroid hit the moon and cracked it in half? Well, that's a story for another Reveal Speaks, and we'll talk about it in another video.